We'll go ahead and take a look. Nancy Drew, Trail of the Twister.
Dare to play.
Oh, forgot to bring chat back up. Do that in just a second.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations.
Hi, Nancy Drew. We're good. In just a second. Where did my chat go? There it is. Why is it your brain decides it only wants to get chores done during stream? Yeah. Brains are like that. They're weird sometimes. But, I mean, hey, at least you're productive. Wait, it closed the game out. It closed the game? Tomorrow you do your first clinical observation for your internship. Excited and nervous. Oh, and Susie should be streaming. Oh,
Hi,
I just realized now that I need to switch our game since we're playing a new game. Hello, everybody. We just finished Warnings at Waverly Academy. So we're switching over to Trail of the Twister, which I have never played before. Hang on. We'll see if... Okay, if I alt-tab it didn't exit the game this time. Trail of the Twister. There we go. Good time to show up. Can't wait to see what you think. Yeah, I'm excited. I always love starting a new Nancy Drew game. And also let me make sure, yeah, resolution's good on my stream. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I've heard about this one. I feel like this one is, I don't think it's like not liked, but I don't think it's a lot of people's favorites. But I feel like there was somebody I was watching stream and they were like, no, Trail of the Twister is my favorite. So I don't know what to think about this one. Let's read the case file.
PG Krollmeister is hired to investigate a series of equipment meltdowns that have been plaguing the prominent Oklahoma storm research team he sponsors. Since his team has been expected to win the $100 million grant at stake in the upcoming Green Sky Storm competition, Krollmeister suspects that there is something far more sinister than simple equipment failure going on. I'll be joining the team undercover, replacing their previous intern, Pete, who wound up with a broken leg after one of the accidents stranded him directly in the path of a storm.
Oh yeah, this is totally
Stepping
safe.
in at the most dangerous and chaotic period of the chase season, I'm going to have to keep my wits about me to stay on top of the sabotage and the storms.
Bum, bum, bum. Did you figure out the Much and More puzzle? No, I did not. From Waverly Academy. No, I don't think I did. And I wonder if that's what the Easter egg was. So I might try and look that up at some point. I don't know. I'm so jealous. I want a new old Nancy Drew game. Yeah. I'm pretty lucky to still have quite a few of these left to go. So they're just really wonderful. It'd be nice, right, if you could like delete them from your brain and like just play them as a brand new fresh experience again. This game is great. Don't let the haters get you down. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. There hasn't been a Nancy Drew game that I like. I mean, there have been some that haven't been my favorites for sure, but for the most part, I think they're all wonderful. All right, let's get started. Senior detective. Oh! Oh, it's just tornado season right now.
Whoa, oh my gosh!
Oh, okay. Let's get inside. Can't get inside this way? Okay. Get out of here, stuff.
It's a weird piece of debris.
It is. What's in there?
It's filled with money.
Why? Once again, amazing job. Thanks. Payment
I better
enclosed.
take this and see who it belongs to.
Fair enough. Alright. Oh, let's get inside. We got a note. Hello, Nancy. Sorry we missed you. We're out chasing. The wind shear readings are strong enough that there may be a possible tornado forming to the north. Until our return, I'd like you to familiarize yourself a bit with our operation. Please take the tornado quiz on the computer in the cellar. Don't worry, we don't care how you score. Also, there's a stack of papers in the dining room that need to be filed away in the cabinet. You'll have to use my ordering system, but I've left notes for you on how it works. And you'll want to drive down the street. I don't want to drive down the street. There's a bad storm outside. Are you kidding me? But you'll want to drive down the street to Ma and Pa's general store to meet Pa. There's a GPS in the car. You'll like him. He's quite the character. Thanks for filling in last notice. Look forward to meeting you in person. Debbie. All right. So we got to take a tornado quiz on the computer in the cellar and stack of papers in the dining room that need to be filed away. Cool. Easy peasy. Careful around that tornado, Nancy. You might wake up having squashed a witch and surrounded by munchkins, right? What's this?
With the Milan premiere only weeks away, we'll travel to Paris, France to take a sneak peek at Madame McKay's latest evening wear sensations. Then we'll hop the pond to London and preview Lady Chauffeur's seasonal forecast. Plus, she'll give us her personal tips for looking extra chic during fashion week. Do your best and join us on the runway.
Next week, on the season finale of Heights General, will Dr. Mering finally...
Do we have... We do have closed captioning on, but nothing's appearing. Okay, so we really can't watch too much TV. It's really hard to hear anything. What's this? Frankenstein? By Mary Shelley? Why does it feel like one of these, like, it should be a button. Oh, there's a penny. In Pa We Trust? Sincerity, 1998. Oh, we got Pa. Are there Pa coins? Is that like a thing, whatchamacallit, a currency in this game? Okay. I'll give Wizard of Oz this, though. Pretty dang amazing for a movie to be near a century old and still that easily recognizable in conversation. Yeah, Wizard of Oz is just, like, such a classic. I remember I used to watch it with my dad, like, at least once a year. They'd, like, show it on TV and stuff, and we'd watch it. Go this way. Yep, beep boop bop boop bop bop. Very computery. Okay. Is this one needs filing? Please use my filing system. I've written instructions to the right. Why do you have a filing system this complicated? Real questions. Blank is to the left of blank. Oh, okay. What is this? Budget? Grange Theater. Does that say Canute? C-A-N? C-A-M? Camute? What is that? Not very similar to the books. I've heard that. Findings, degree, animals. Camute? Canute? What? Camute? Whatever that is to the left of your findings. Okay. So, Camute is to the left of findings. Degree is to the left of animals. Findings is to the right of degree. Findings is immediately next to budget. Camute is to the right of budget. Okay. Animals is to the left of Grange Theater. Alright. So we've got to figure out which one is which. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, these are labels. Okay. Okay. So, Canute, whatever it is. What is that word? I gotta Google it. I can't just sit here and... It's like the first thing in this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I looked up Canute and it comes up with King of England in 1016. C-A-M-U-T-E? That doesn't really come up with anything. What is this word? I've heard of it. I'm this one right here. C-A-M-U-T-E? I don't know. I don't know if that's like a name. Okay, anyway. All right, so whatever it is, commute is to the left of findings, and it's to the right of... That's what I think that... that's... In my brain, it's commute, like driving. But that definitely looks like an A. It definitely looks like C-A-M-U-T-E. Or maybe it's N. C-A-N? Because it kind of looks like that N and that N. And it does not look like the M. So it's C-A-N. Canute? Canute? Is that like a canal or something? Like, it looks like a bridge. But I guess none of the rest of these really make sense. Like the symbols. I don't know. Either way, okay, canute. Canute is to the left of something and it's to the right of something, so it's not on either end. Degree is to the left of something and right of something, so it's not at the end. S is to the left of something and something is to the left of that, so that's not at the end. So that. What about findings? Yeah, it's so hard to tell what it is. To me, it looks like C-A-N-U-T-E. Based on, like, the other letters. Like, it looks like the letter N here. And it looks like this letter A here and here. And then that U is the same. Like, I'm pretty confident about the letters. I just don't know what they mean. Maybe it's the name of something, like Grange Theater. Like, maybe it's just, like, the name of a town or something nearby that we just don't know yet. Okay, so canute and degree and animals, I said, were not at the end. So what about findings? Something is to the left of findings, and... Okay. So findings is something's on the left of it, and findings is to the right of something else, and it's immediately next to something else. So that could be on the end. Let's check Grange Theater. Something is to the left of it, and it is to the right of something, so it could be on the end. What about budget? Budget. Something is immediately next to it. Something is to the right of it, and something is immediately next to it. So because it's got two immediately next tos, it can't be on the end. So Grange Theater has to be one of our endings, and findings has to be one of our endings. So let's try those, because if something is to the left of Grange Theater, and Grange Theater is to the right of something, it has to be... Canute is also a town in Oklahoma. That's got to be what it is. Okay. And then something is to... No, not findings. Which other one was it? Something is to the left of findings, and findings is to the right of something else. Did I put this in the wrong... Hang on here. Something is to the left of this. And this is to the right of something else. Okay. Findings. Something is to the left of it, and it is to the right of something, and it is immediately... I don't know. I feel like either this or this could be this right end. Let's stick this here. So we know that animals is somewhere to the left of it, sure. And this is to the right of something else. Hang on. Let me put that there. Okay, something is to the left of this. This is to the right of something and is immediately next to something else. Yeah, I feel like either one of these could be the end one, but I don't know. Maybe this here? Ugh, okay. I don't know. Okay, let me just start at the top here. Alright, this is to the left of this. Lovely. This is to the left of animals. Sure, okay. This is to the right of this. Yes, that's correct. This is immediately next to this. Let's move it over and put it immediately next to. This is to the right of this, correct. This is to the left of
That doesn't look right.
Okay, well, Nancy, give me a minute. Okay, this is to the left of this. This is immediately next to this, true. This is to the right of this, true. And then this is immediately next to this. So, let me... That's the one I'm missing here. So let me move this. This is immediately next to this. Okay, hang on. S is immediately next to the R, and this is immediately next to this. So... Okay, let's see what's wrong now. Okay. This is to the left of this. That's no longer true. Okay, so let's try...
All right,
there
got it.
Okay. Okay, so this is an R. R, big dot, Canute, findings, degree, and animals, and there's something else. Cocoa Kringles!
Looks like garbage. Don't need this.
La vache, it's very cow. I want a Cocoa Kringle bar. Can I recycle it? Mom Pa's General Store, 3 times corn bag, $6.99. Anything else in there? No? Corn? Wonder why they got corn. And why there's like piles of it. Are they feeding? Yeah, mice?
Mice. I agreed to tornadoes, but I did not sign up for mice.
Or are we inadvertently having mice? We're not supposed to have mice? Okay, so we did the filing. Now we need to take a tornado quiz and go to Mom Pa's. Cellar? I would also love Cocoa Kringles bar. I also really want apple cider right now. Gallery. I wonder what these are. That looks almost, for a second I thought that's at Utah. Okay. Wonder if they're gonna be important.
I need to connect my phone first.
Oh, so we can connect our phone, it looks like, and maybe upload our pictures and stuff. Alright, let's take Twister Trivia. I don't know anything about Twisters, but... the Weather Service will issue what type of alert when a tornado has been spotted? When one's actually been spotted is probably like a warning? Yeah! Tornado warning means that a tornado has been confirmed on the ground or the Doppler radar is showing circulation where a tornado could form. Tornado watch is issued when conditions for tornadoes or severe weather to form are possible. Have a weather radio on hand in case your power goes out. If a warning is issued in your area, seek shelter immediately. How many tornadoes are recorded on average each year in the United States? Probably at least like 1,000. Majority of tornadoes occur in the area known as Tornado Alley, which partially includes Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Weather in this region offers ideal conditions for tornadoes to form, particularly during the peak season from late winter to early spring. Though most common in Tornado Alley, tornadoes have occurred in every state. Okay, tornadoes are measured using what system? Ooh, this I don't know. Category is like hurricanes. Beaufort scale, E scale, F scale. Okay, totally fine. Okay. Okay, the F scale, invented by Dr. T. Theodore Fujita? The Fujita scale or F scale categorized tornadoes into 5 ratings from F0, minor winds of 45 to 78 mile/hour gusts producing light damage, like broken tree limbs, to F5, destructive gusts of 262 to 317 miles per hour and total destruction. Houses completely removed from foundations. As of February 1st, 2007, the new Enhanced Fujita Scale, or EF scale, has been implemented. The new EF scale better accounts for the type of building material used in structures. Okay, a destroyed mobile home ranks as an EF2. So I guess that's like a concrete bunker was destroyed, you know what I mean? I did not know this. Yeah, this is new to me. When rating the tornado's wind speed, something previously ignored in the original F scale. Ratings are only given to tornadoes after damage has been assessed and not during the tornado itself. Interesting. Maybe they just report wind speeds while it's ongoing. Iowa also gets a fair amount of tornadoes, yeah. And I lived in Kansas for a couple years. The least safe place to seek shelter in a public place, such as a theater or mall during a tornado, is a large room. Large open areas such as auditoriums or gyms should be avoided. Lack of roof support makes these areas susceptible to collapse during a tornado. Public areas should have designated storm shelters available, either specific shelter or reinforced interior bathrooms or corridors. EF sounds more familiar. Living somewhat near Tornado Alley, I knew the F scale. The area north of us gets a few every year. Okay. In preparation for an emergency, every family should have a tornado plan in place, and this item. Party kit, obviously. Click that. No, you guys don't have tornado parties? You should be having cleaning party now. Play a disaster kit. A disaster kit contains essential supplies in case of emergency for every member of your family, including pets. Items from basic staples to household tools to first aid kits should be included. Items such as water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. That's a weird range of items there. Okay. Full recommended list can be obtained at local emergency management offices. Which of the following is not indicative of a possible tornado? I thought greenish looking sky was. I don't know about a hook echo on the Doppler reader. I don't know. That feels like something like that would indicate swirling winds. Rotating clouds, a downburst. I don't know. I don't know what these are. Oh, okay, downburst. Downburst is a different type of severe weather event. In a downburst, all of its winds flow out, whereas a tornado's winds flow into the tornado itself. Okay. Downbursts are difficult to predict and can cause severe damage due to strong straight-line winds. On average, what percentage of tornadoes each year rank as either an EF4, wind speed gusts of 166 to 200, or EF5, wind speeds of 200 plus? I would say like a very small percentage of them. Yeah. I was like, most tornadoes are super mild. Green skies is how I tell about tornadoes, yeah. Being rated afterwards is something I knew, although whether I knew that or learned that after watching the movie Twisters. Oh, did you see the newest one, Twisters? I think I've seen the original, like, in bits and pieces. I don't think I've ever actually sat down to watch Twister all the way through, and I have not seen the newest one. Only 1% of tornadoes, in the U.S. are ranked as the devastating EF4 or 5. The majority, about 80%, are EF0 or 1. The highest recorded wind speed in a tornado was recorded on May 3rd, 1999. Oklahoma City storm clocked in at 318 miles an hour. That's just craziness. What causes the most injuries during a tornado? I imagine flying debris. Like, injuries, like personal injuries? Yeah. While extreme high winds are dangerous, nothing compared to the flying debris being carried by them. At speeds in excess of 200 miles an hour, common household items picked up by the tornado become deadly missiles. Yes, I saw the new one. Oh, you haven't seen the old one at all. Okay. Congratulations, you initially answered 6 out of 8 correct. Hey, we didn't do too bad. Twister Trivia main page, weather service alert. Oh, exit the quiz. Okay, sorry. I thought it was like informational computer stuff. So why is this a random laptop? Just
Nancy, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Scott wants to
sorry, I
meet
got scared.
Be right there.
Nancy Drew, you made it. I'm Scott Varnell, the person in charge of this meteorological train wreck.
Voice.
Welcome aboard.
Meteorological train wreck. I mean, hey. It's been so long, I can hardly remember the old movie. Haven't seen the new one, don't really care to. Fair enough.
Did you see the tornado?
What tornado? Thanks to the lousy equipment that uncle of yours stuck us with, we just spent the last hour chasing down a bunch of cumulonimbi barely capable of spawning a spring shower, let alone a tornado. Wait a minute. Did you see a tornado?
Well, yeah. As I was driving up to the farmhouse. It wasn't that big, but it sure threw a lot of debris around.
Well, isn't that just peachy? We spend hours racing all over the countryside, and where's all the action? Right in our own backyard. We're never gonna win this thing. The school's gonna pull the plug on us, sell the farm, and that's gonna be all she wrote. And it's all Krollmeister's fault for saddling us with a bunch of Bush League junk. But now that you're here, maybe our luck will change. You'll be reporting to Debbie, but make no mistake, I call the shots around here. In fact, 2 things you need to do right off the bat. I gotta give a workshop on tornado preparedness at the junior high school next week, so put a sample disaster kit together for me. If anything's missing, go up the road to Ma and Pa's and get it there.
Okay.
What goes into a disaster kit?
Look, you're here because that rich uncle of yours said you could do the job, so be a little resourceful and just do it, okay? If you need a nanny, have your uncle send one. We don't have the budget. Wow. Second thing you need to do is redesign the warning siren layout for the local community. They just got a set of new sirens and their range is different, so the town asked me, and now I'm telling you, to figure out where to place them so if there is a tornado, everyone will be within earshot of a siren. All the information you need is on the chart in the other room. You have questions about anything, bug Debbie, not me. Nice meeting you.
New one's got that one actor guy everyone says is hot. No, disagree with him. It was fun. I liked it. Like just about every movie I watch. Oh, it was family's choice to go see it. Who's in the new Twisters? I don't even know. Who are we all agreeing is hot? That's what I really want to know. I have literally heard of like none of these actors. Is it Glenn Powell? Who is he? He looks very handsome. I can be on the agree he's handsome, but I don't know who he is. Filmography. He was in Top Gun Maverick. Hidden Figures. Yeah, a lot of these I haven't seen. Glenn Powell, okay. I mean, yeah, I can agree. He looks hot, I guess. I actually have never heard of him before. Cool. Alright, what was I doing? I still haven't seen Hidden Figures. Oh my god. This is so much reading. Okay. Gone with the Wind. A Town Says Goodbye to Ma by Sarah Wilson. The storm, like so many storms in this part of the country, came on quickly. The skies seemed to grow darker and more menacing by the second. Lightning cracked in the trees and the storm gust ripped decorations from storefront windows downtown. Before the sirens even sounded, the first twister touched down. An hour later, as the first beams of sunshine broke through the dissipating clouds, a familiar cherry-red pickup lay overturned in the Cooper's South cornfield. 2 days later, it would be discovered. Most people around here simply knew her as Ma. For more than 3 decades, Betty Oaks has held her post behind the counter of Mom and Pa's store, always ready to welcome the day with a fresh pot of coffee and the latest gossip. Yesterday, for the first time in 30 years, the shutters outside Mom and Pa's stayed closed as a devastated town began to realize the scope of its loss. She was the glue that held this town together, said Rose Atwater, friend and loyal Mom and Pa's customers. Was the thing about this town she didn't know better than anyone else, and she wasn't shy about telling you that either. Customers and friends alike remember Betsy as if she were a member of the family. She sat me down the day I moved into town and asked me a million questions, said Denise Miller. What were my hobbies? Where was I from? It was a real third degree. Next day, my inbox was flooded with invitations from all over the county. She never admitted it, but I'm sure it was her doing. Such stories are common. Betsy's reputation as a good neighbor and tireless organizer was known throughout the state. There are no fewer than 24 clubs you can trace back to her at some point, said Dina Lohman, president of the Tulsa organization of community centers. You name it, she put it together. She had this special way with people that was just, or she had a way with, she had this way with people that was just beyond special. Large memorials appeared outside Ma and Pa's general store. In addition to heartfelt farewells to Ma, its message is simple. Hurry back, Pa, we miss you. Under the sign, hundreds of handwritten notes of encouragement have been posted by the store's patron. I know what it's like to be in his position, said customer Andy Janaway. It doesn't do you much good to stay cooped up all day at home. We just want him to know that we miss him and would like to see him again soon as soon as he's ready. While residents struggle with Betsy's loss, one disturbing question is beginning to emerge. Why didn't the sirens go off? Asked resident Marianne Harrison. What good is having a warning system if no one knows how to use it? Well, it's not that simple, unfortunately, said, I guess it's Canute. Yeah, Canute College storm researcher Scott Varnell. No one knows exactly what causes tornadoes to form. Oh, wait, is this our guy that we were just talking to? There are lots of theories out there, but we're still years away from being able to accurately predict where storms will touch down. No stranger to working out in the field, Varnell has made his career as one of the nation's foremost tornado experts. You may be familiar with what happened in Kearney a few years back, and that's why I'm here today. When those storms rolled in, the whole town was caught off guard. If we had been able to get advance warning, a lot of lives would have been saved. Varnell drops a large binder of storm data on the table. I had the information to give warning for this storm, said Varnell, but I couldn't figure out what it meant in time. None of us can, yet. As a tracker, Varnell is among those responsible for giving advanced storm warnings that can sometimes mean the difference between life and death. All we have, said Varnell, is warning. There is nothing we can do once the storm is on the ground. Storm trackers, myself included, have a responsibility to make sure that what happened to Betsy never happens again. And I won't stop until we have a forecasting system that truly works. Listen, all the YouTube shorts about Twisters are just about how girls are going to see it just to see him in it. Fair enough. I've never heard of him, but I'm sure he's great. Okay. Historic F5s. Snyder, Antlers, Woodward, Leedy, Blackwell, Prague, Spyro, Broken Bow, Bridge Creek, more. So this game's taking place in Oklahoma. Prague. Okay. Cool. Well, he seems like he does not want to talk to us at all. Who is leaving? Someone's leaving, like, piles of corn around for the mice. So clearly these mice are, what, wanted?
Tubes, the Luckbuster Infinity opens every door. Luckbuster Infinity, a subsidiary of Krollmeister Industries.
You don't have to have 4 stomachs to enjoy Cowabubble, but it sure helps.
Okay, so we can turn on the radio if we need to. So what, we're posing as Krollmeister's niece?
That tornado you just saw. What'd you think?
I thought you didn't want to talk to me.
What do you mean?
Were you excited? Terrified? Did it make you want to go home?
I want to get inside.
Actually, that tornado is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to see another one.
That's probably the right
Now
thing to say.
that's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Wish I could get that sort of enthusiasm out of my students these days. Between you and me, the last few years I've gotten stuck with the worst students. I could be telling them about the most exciting storms on record, and all I get back is a sea of bored faces. Before they defunded my department, I got the best of the best. Students who really cared, like Debbie, but those days are over.
That must really be disappointing.
Are you like 18? Do me a favor, kid. Don't talk to me about disappointment till you've lived long enough to experience it firsthand.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Nancy. That was... I know you meant well. Anyway,
you're kind of a douche.
Good news is it looks like weather conditions for the next 2 weeks are going to be ideal for tornado genesis.
Sweet.
Which means we could be in for a record-breaking string of tornadoes. You may be putting that enthusiasm to good use.
I sure hope so.
I mean, honestly, though, like, I feel like I appreciate what he's trying to do, because he's really just trying to research tornadoes, and yeah, they're cool, but at least from the article, it sounds like he wants to, like, improve the warning system so that people aren't getting injured, which I think is really cool.
Nancy, hi! You've met Scott, the project leader. I'm Debbie, the project manager.
Yeah, this one.
Do you know why Scott is in such a bad mood?
I've worked with him for the past 5 years, and believe it or not, that's his normal mood. When he's in a bad mood, yikes.
Oh no. Great.
Sounds like you've been having a lot of equipment problems.
Let's just say that Scott is extremely good at misdirecting blame.
You think the problems
I was gonna say,
really
is it
Scott's
user
fault?
error?
But hey, I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is something you'll never hear him say. Anyway, first thing every morning, I'll brief you on what has to be done that day.
Okay.
As for the rest of today,
Gotta go to Mom
those
Pa's.
2 jobs Scott gave you, get them done. Pretty much everything he says in there, I can hear out here. He's not exactly a low talker. The chart with all the siren stuff is in the living room, and that computer quiz you took will tell you what needs to go into the kit. If any items are missing, you can go to Mom and Pa's general store up the road and buy them. Just purchase wisely. Our budget is very limited. And if you haven't introduced yourself to Pa or finished the filing, please do so. And once you're done with all that, you can head out to the cornfield and fix the sprinkler system.
Fix
that a
the
joke?
sprinkler system?
It was just raining
See,
outside.
this farmhouse and the acreage it sits on were donated to Canute as a research facility.
Canute.
The chase team gets it during tornado season. The agricultural team's here the rest of the year, so we've agreed to maintain whatever projects they've got going in their absence. Right now, they're in the middle of collaborating on something with this big mucky-muck research center in Hawaii.
Yeah, from
Which is just
Creature of
another
Kapu
way
Cave.
of saying, fix those sprinklers ASAP.
Of course, the general store is Mom and Pa's, right? Like, but yeah, there's no way, like, Scott seems very, like, demeaning to Nancy in general. Like, you're so young, you clearly couldn't have experienced anything ever in your life. Like, come on, dude. Oh, yeah, the
I found
box.
this box out front when I arrived. Thought maybe I better turn it in.
Wow. There must be a couple $100 in here. Job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
You don't know whose it is?
No idea. I heard you tell Scott about seeing that tornado, so my guess is the Twister carried it in from somewhere else. Maybe even somewhere miles from here.
I'd feel better if you kept it.
Sure. When I get a chance, I'll call the sheriff and report it.
Interesting. I wonder if it belongs to the guy who broke his leg, the previous intern. Like, maybe, like, I know he was, like, injured somehow, but I wonder if, like, he was doing a job for somebody else and got injured in the process, and I don't know, somebody's paying him off for screwing up something else. I would actually really love it if this were somehow tied to Creature of Kapu Cave. I think that would be brilliant.
What goes in the disaster kit again?
You don't remember?
No, sorry.
To tell you the truth, I have to look up a lot of things myself some days.
Okay, just check the
Check
computer.
the computer, that should help you out.
Why is there a file in the cabinet labeled Grange Theater?
Theater's kind of a passion with me. So when I got here at the beginning of tornado season, I found out the Grange needed a stage manager for the play it's putting on, and volunteered for the job. And soon became the sound and lighting director as well, which means when I'm not here or out in the field, I'm there.
It sounds like you keep pretty busy.
You don't even know the half of it. We're approaching final dress for the Grange's big play of the year. Everyone from around here shows up. You should ask Pa about it. He's got much more of a passion for the stage than you'd expect from a man in overalls.
Interesting. Okay.
That's it for now.
Okay. Oh, and thanks for driving that car up here for us. That was a big help. See ya.
You're welcome. Alright, where's the disaster kit? I don't know where the actual disaster kit is. I know if it's missing anything, I go to Mom and Pa's, but was it in the cellar? What's the original Twister movie about? I honestly not even sure I could tell you. Like, I've legit only ever seen bits and pieces of it. Every time I do, like, I recognize it. Oh, storm weather symbols. Yeah, take that. No, we can't take that. Ugh. I'll take a picture of it. But every time I see it, like, I feel like I've only ever seen it, like, on TV or, like, just bits and pieces in passing. And every time I've seen it, I'm like, I recognize that that's the movie Twister.
Hi,
But
I'm
I don't
Frosty.
think I've seen enough to
As
put
you
it
can
together.
probably tell from all this equipment, I'm the media guy. Still pictures, audio, video, digital, analog. I do it all. Do it pretty darn well, too.
I feel like Frosty's behind it. He's gonna be my pick.
Is there a story behind the name
He
Frosty?
looks like Mr. Clean.
Sure is. couple of years ago, before I met
He's got,
Scott
like, a
or any
bald head,
other
the one
tornado
earring.
chasers for that matter, I was out taking pictures of this ginormous thunderstorm that was brewing outside Norman. I'd drive for a while, jump out, snap some pictures, roll some video, jump back in, drive some more, just looking for good pictures, you know? I wasn't really paying attention to what the storm was doing until all of a sudden it got really, really dark. And then it just started pouring.
I guess that does make sense.
Rain was coming
Solar
down
is
like
where
my
you keep
car
the
stopped
disaster
under
kit.
Niagara Falls, and the wind was blowing and the car was swaying, and then it started to hail. First
Where
just
is this
dime-sized stuff, then
He's just
quarter-sized,
describing a
then
storm.
golf ball-sized. Then all of a sudden, the windshield shatters, and a hailstone the size of a fist lands in my lap. Then another, then another. Turns out, I'd punched the core of an incredibly powerful HP supercell.
You'd punched
What?
the what of the who?
HP means high precipitation, lots of rain, and a supercell is a cloud formation capable of producing severe thunderstorms. The core is the worst part of a supercell, where violent updrafts can produce huge hailstones, to say nothing of tornadoes.
Did you see one?
That time? No. But I did roll down my window and start shooting, and I came away with photos and footage of hail that no one's been able to top yet. Overnight, I went from being Tobias Harlow, run-of-the-mill photographer, to Frosty Harlow, fearless documenter of extreme weather
Frosty
phenomena.
because of the hail? What happened to his arm? Oh, like the scratches?
What happened to your arm?
What, these scratches? Just a few minor war wounds. See, I was climbing the fence next to the old Fraser Creek windmill so I could get a clear shot of some mammatus clouds. And what happened? I dropped my camera bag right into a patch of brambles. Thorns just about took my arm off when I went to grab it.
I don't believe that.
How long have you worked for Scott?
I joined the team last year after their photographer quit halfway through. This is my first full season. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this team, I might add.
I really
I'm
hope he
good.
did it.
Do you know what goes in a disaster kit?
If I were putting together a disaster kit, it would include a map, some flashlights maybe, and Laurie Gerard and a sweet cherry red convertible. But that's me. The type of kit Scott probably wants probably has, no clue. Batteries, and maybe Debbie knows.
I need to get going.
Take care.
Oh, White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Again?
Oh, the mouse.
All right, Mouse. This house isn't big enough for the both of us.
But somebody's clearly feeding it. Thank you. You must have won a contest. Mask? Is that boots? Plastic sheeting, toilet paper. Okay. Nope. Turn on. There we go. Alright, I guess. Was this the intern office over here? Laptop on top of a washing machine? Emergency planning? Disaster kit. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this. That way we've got it. Yeah, it feels like I would want the full recommended list that could be obtained at a local emergency management offices. Because here's the thing. Water, sugar, salt, granola bars, battery, flashlight, can opener. What can are you opening with the can opener? Because nowhere is canned food on your list of things to have. So, yeah, I guess we'll go to Mom and Pa's. Well, yeehaw, y'all. Tire swing. What's the point of that? I don't know. Also, this is... I immediately feels like I'm in the movie Signs. Ooh. Bird dogs. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at how adorable they are. Alright, so we got a local field of prairie dogs. We got... Oh! In case a power surge system was shut down, to manually reset, open 8 valves to show the blue active status. Open valves cannot be in the same row, column, or diagonal line. System will come back online when they're all... Okay. So we'll need this at some point. If that's anything, or if that's just like supposed to be water. Okay, warning, authorized operators only. Oh wait, I was supposed, is this is the sprinkler system she told me to fix. Open 8 valves to show the blue active status. Open valves cannot be in the same row, column, or diagonal line. Okay. That do it? I don't understand. They're all in different columns. They're all in different rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they can't be in the same diagonal line? Oh, like these two are in the same diagonal line. Okay. Or this diagonal line, which would be these. Okay. Got it. Okay, so no, because that's the same diagonal line. So let's do that one. Let's do this one. That one. That one. This one and it's not right. Hang on. It can't be that. And those two are in the same diagonal line. Those are in the same diagonal line. Oh, I guess those are in the diagonal line. Oh, this is hard. Okay. Alright, so what's wrong here? This diagonal line, this diagonal line. Okay, that one, that one. That one, that. Okay. Let's go, oh, these two. Okay. What if there's multiple ways to do this puzzle if there's really only one answer? No, because then that's in that diagonal row. Right, because that's there. Okay, so what now? These are in the same diagonal row? Ugh. These are in the same diagonal row. Oh, this is so hard. It feels like the easiest way would be to put one in the corner. Because that has the least number of diagonals. There's a more logical way to do this. So I feel like right now I'm just like trying stuff. Two, three. I was like trying to see if I could put it over like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one doesn't have one. And then that would be in that same row. Which row doesn't have one? This one. Ugh, this is hard. Okay, oh, just reset. Takes it all back to nothing. Okay. So if I put one like here, and then one can't go there, can't go there, could go here, and then I could put one here. I could put one not in. I could do this row, because it's, no, that's that. Okay, so maybe this one. And then, here? Nope. There, can't go there. Go here? Nope, can't go there. Yeah, I could go here, because that diagonal's free. And then that could go there. There we go. Oh. Okay. Cool. Fixed it. There you go. Sprinkler's working. Task done. Alright, I guess let's get on over to Ma and Pa's. Oh, can I drive the big truck? Hang on. Am I supposed to be driving this? It doesn't matter what car I take. Whoa. What? Oh, shoot. Sorry, my dude. Where am I going? Whoop. Did I get a map? Hang on. Did somebody give me a map? I don't have a map. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. Where am I going? This way? Not this way. Oh, you just turned around there too? Oh! The good news, this probably seems like a bad thing now, but trust me, it beats sitting at home being bored. Bad news? Just kidding. Being at home is great. There are snacks there. Okay, clearly I haven't learned anything from, what was that game? The Old Clock? Secret of the Old Clock? Or, whichever one we had to drive the car. Where am I going? Where's the general, where's Ma and Pa's? Where's town? Where am I going? Like, my bad. Oop, my bad. Oops, excuse me. Oop, beep beep. And once I find it, Ma and Pa's, I for sure am not going to be able to find my way out of Hear him back to the farm. Where do I go? I can't turn around now. I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, okay. Where am I going? Whoa! Whoa! There it is. Found it. Did someone give me a map? Oh, there's GPS in the car. I just saw it on that note.
Come on over here and be friendly.
Oh, hi,
That's
Pa.
more like it. Welcome to Mom and Pa's.
I take it your Pa?
I take it your Pa?
That's me. That's what everybody in 100 miles knows me as, Pa. But I tell you something most of them don't know.
That it's not your real name?
Well, ain't you, Miss Smarty Boots? Little Miss Gal from up north who's helping out tornado chasers from the Canute.
How'd you know that?
Not bad
knows
for an old
everything.
codger, huh? Well, I know all sorts of stuff about you. I even know his cell phone number, Miss Nancy Drew. Let's see, it's 523-555-4399.
Why does
How'd
he
you like
know
them
that?
apples?
Someone on the Canute team told you I was coming, didn't they?
Yeah, that they did. Debbie, she told me to keep an eye out for you and gave me your number. See, if something bad happens while you're out there chasing twisters, it's important to have a way to get help.
Fair
Staying
enough.
connected in an emergency is just about the best way to stay safe. I'm
Aw,
kind of your
he's kinda
emergency
cute.
action central. Keep your numbers right here by the phone. Debbie fill you in the way things work around here yet?
Not really.
Not really, no.
You Canute folk got a lot of credit here, so instead of paying cash for food and equipment and such, you can charge it.
Nice.
Want to buy something that's not on Debbie's list, like something from the snack section, you
Pa
gotta pay for it
pennies.
using Pa pennies.
Using what?
Pa pennies. Like this here. A little something I invented to make coming in here a little more interesting for tourists. In fact, go ahead and take it. You could use it or keep it as a souvenir.
Hey, great. Thanks.
Just a Ma and Pa way of saying nice to meet you.
Aw, that's cute.
Debbie tells me you're pretty involved in the local theater.
Now that's a true fact if there ever was one. Nothing quite like being backstage when the lights go down. Come to think of it, it's just like that moment right before the storm hits. When the world goes dark and quiet. All you can do is cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Oh, Pa.
So what's this play about?
About this place, of course. From covered wagon times up to today. All about the men and women that made this town what it is today. I'm playing Percy Rutherford Hardcastle, town sheriff and the area's first librarian. Back in those days, wasn't no small thing to return a book late.
That sounds interesting.
Gonna be. If you're not out chasing twisters opening night, you should come. We're pretty near sold out, but I'll try to save your ticket.
No, that's cute. Oh, I just noticed Wickford. Like Wickford Castle in the back. And the cow. Okay.
So do you ever chase tornadoes?
Silliest thing I ever heard tell of. Around here, you're lucky if a tornado don't come chasing after you. People who do that are just asking for it.
I'm sure he's seen one.
Even if they're doing it so someday they'll be able to predict where and when a tornado's going to hit?
Yeah.
If somebody find a way to do that, know what they do next? Charge admission. Because there's nothing else you can do. You warn everybody it's coming, then you just watch. You watch this dark, rampaging monster go tearing across the land, wrecking everything it touches, till all of a sudden, it ain't there no more. You can't go after it, you can't make it put everything back, you can't even get even with it, because it's just gone. All you can do is stand there thinking, now that ain't fair. That just ain't fair.
Sounds like you're talking from personal experience.
That I am. That I am. What else you need?
Yeah. If this man committed crime, I will cover it up. 100% agreed. He's so adorable.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Y'all take care now.
At the same time, like, I do think that there is a benefit to warning people in advance. That way they can at least get to a safe place. Like, I know that you can't do much once it's there and happening, but, like, if you can get somewhere safe ahead of time. Jackalope fight?
It looks like it won't accept paw pennies.
So it needs some other form of currency. The Dust Bowl. Lured by the Homestead Act's promise of free land, farmers came in thousands to settle the southern plains. First, atypical rains resulted in a year's bountiful harvest for the new settlers. Their luck ended during the summer of 1931 when the rains stopped, heralding the start of a nearly decade-long drought. Great demand for wheat products had led farmers to overplow the grasslands, reducing the land allotted for cattle grazing. These practices destroyed not only the ground cover that held the soil in place, but the soil's ability to keep moisture and nutrients as well. Without the rain and protective ground cover, dry dirt was whipped into the sky by the region's strong winds. The dust storms were so powerful that in some places they would cover farms like snow. Dust covered the sun, turning day to night in minutes, making it so dark that chickens went to sleep in the middle of the day. It was impossible to keep houses clean, difficult to breathe, and people would frequently become lost while trying to find their way home during the storms. The arrival of Black Sunday on April 14, 1935, saw one of the most devastating storms of the entire 1930s. Covering the plains in darkness for hours, dust from the storm continued to fall as far away as Washington, D.C. Wow. It was after this day that the term Dust Bowl came to be used to refer to the region that suffered drought in the midst of the Great Depression. By 1934, over 100 million acres of farmland had lost all or most of its essential topsoil layer. By 1940, nearly 2.5 million people had left the Plains states, with a large portion of the farmers relocating to California in search of work. These westward migrants were often referred to as Okies because the majority came from hard-hit regions of Oklahoma. Many migrants were turned away at the borders. Those that made it through found themselves competing with hundreds of other people searching for work at exceedingly low wages. President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his administration passed many acts to save farmers from starvation and to improve farming techniques, including the Soil Conservation Act. Farmers prided themselves on their independence and self-sufficiency. They relied on their crops and livestock and even had spring houses built on or near sources of water to keep their produce and dairy products cool before there was any kind of electrical refrigeration. It was often difficult for farmers to accept federal aid, but made it possible for them to survive until 1939, when, almost after a decade of dryness, rain finally began to fall once more. The winds unleashed their fury with a force beyond my wildest imagination. It blew continuously for 100 hours, and it seemed as if the whole surface of the earth would be blown away. Lawrence Svobida? Interesting. Okay. This is cute. It's another Dust Bowl. It's another Dust Bowl. Or if there's, I feel like there's got to be an achievement for this one, called like the Dust Bowl or something like that. Okay. Unleash the power of the tornado, the Fujita scale. Can you separate fact from fiction? Important things you to know to keep you safe during a tornado. Opening your window to equalize air pressure. Oh, will help your house stay intact during a tornado. Oh, that's a myth. That's a myth. Leaving a window closed or open will not make any difference on the survival of your house. It could, however, make a world of difference. Oh, to your own survival. Don't take the time to open windows when a tornado is coming. Head straight for shelter. Mountains or rivers will protect a city from tornadoes. Myth. Despite common misconceptions, geographical features like mountains, rivers, or valleys do not protect cities near them from tornadoes. In fact, tornadoes have been recorded going over mountain passes and crossing rivers with no loss of strength. Could I not go down? There we go. Tornadoes never hit major cities. Myth. This is merely a game of odds. Chances of a tornado hitting the compact downtown area of any town are relatively small. However, that doesn't mean that urban metros have some sort of special protection. Oklahoma City, Miami, and Atlanta have all recently been in the direct path of a tornado. A tornado can form over a farm or downtown. It's only a matter of time. Highway overpasses are a safe place to seek shelter. Myth. This is one of the most dangerous fallacies of tornadoes. Despite popular belief, highway overpasses do not offer safe shelter. Higher winds, flying debris, and changes in wind direction occur as a tornado passes through the area, significantly raising the chances of injury. If you are caught outside in a tornado, avoid the overpass. Oh, your chances of survival are much greater by seeking protection in a low ditch. Interesting. Drive at right angles to, I feel like that's going to come in handy at some point. Drive at right angles to escape a tornado's path. Truth. It is still considered sound advice to drive away from a tornado's path at right angles, but only if the roadways are clear. However, if you are trapped in traffic or you can't discern the path of the tornado, it's typically better to seek shelter elsewhere, a nearby building or a ditch, than to stay in your car. Southwest corner of your home is the safest place during a tornado? Myth. Safest place is in an interior room with no windows, preferably in a basement. Since tornadoes tend to approach from the southwest corner of a home tends to suffer the most damage from shifting foundations and debris, making it a dangerous location to seek shelter. The largest tornadoes are always the most destructive. Myth. All tornadoes, whether small or large, can cause destructive devastation. Though a wider funnel means more surface contact area and typically larger damage paths, some larger tornadoes, a quarter mile or more, have only ranked as an EF0 or 1. Smaller rope tornadoes have produced EF4 or 5 damage levels. Mobile homes are tornado magnets. Myth. Mobile homes are hit no more frequently than anywhere else. However, due to their lack of foundations, tornadoes that cause little or no damage to sturdier homes or forests can easily destroy a mobile home, making it appear as though they are being targeted by tornadoes. Alright. Land rush. Stake your claim. Start by claiming any color lot along the border. To expand, select an adjoining color to claim all squares of that color touching your lot. The more you claim, higher your reward will be. Watch out for the sneaky sooner. Is this paw pennies? Can I play this one? Oh, that took 5 coins. Yeah, okay. Oh. Choose your level. Only level 1, please. Alright, I guess I'll go this way. Nope. Ah, he locked me in. Okay. What? Oh, they got me. Oh, I got my 5 coins back. That's cute. Okay. Homesteaders. Landscape may not stop tornado once being formed, can prevent them from forming. Oh, interesting. Despite Coolville, only half an hour north of us, can frequently get tornadoes. We here in the south of the hills and valleys haven't seen a tornado in over a century. Did have to huddle in a bathroom at a McDonald's on our way back from school at the end of last year. I could never be a storm chaser. Yeah, no thank you. I don't ever want to live in, like, Tornado Alley again. Like, big pass on that. Homesteaders. A cannon's boom at exactly high noon on April 22nd, 1889, signaled thousands of home seekers to begin the race for fertile land in Oklahoma. Men, women, and children, anyone could enter, and more than 50,000 boomers waited starting line for the gunshots and cannon boom that would mean they could begin the race. They rushed for land in wagons, on horseback, and on foot, only to discover they were frequently beaten to the claims by the Sooners, who cheated it by sneaking in before the appointed time to claim the lots. For years to come, the courts were overloaded with cases involving Sooners. At first, these Oklahoma lands were considered unsuitable for colonization and were used to relocate Native Americans that had been removed from their homelands by the government. By the 1880s, the Indian Territory was home to many different tribes. Improved ranching and farming techniques led to white settlers to realize the land could be valuable to them. The government was pressured to open nearly 2 million acres of land that had never been assigned to any specific Native American tribe. One observer noticed that before noon on April 22nd, the population of the city of Guthrie was nothing, but by sundown it was at least 10,000. Settlers sprawled across the territory in tent cities, and the land was transformed almost overnight. Subsequent land runs were more controlled, and by 1905, most of the land in Indian Territory, including land that had been assigned to specific tribes, had been claimed by new settlers. After 2 years, all of the land was admitted into the Union as the new state of Oklahoma. Purcell, Indian Territory, April 22nd. A great change has come over this town. Yesterday it was a metropolis. Tonight it is a hamlet in point of population. The metamorphosis was effected at 12 o'clock today, when several thousand men, women, and children crossed the Canadian River and entered upon a wild struggle for homes in the Promised Land. New York Times. Oh, I didn't read the second one. Unlike Rome, the city of Guthrie was built in a day. To be strictly accurate in the matter, it might be said that it was built in an afternoon. 12 o'clock on Monday, April 22nd, the resident population of Guthrie was nothing. Before sundown, it was at least 10,000. In that time, streets had been laid out town lots staked off and steps given towards the formation of a municipal government. William Willard Howard. The Harper's Weekly.
The divining rod that's supposed to be here seems to be missing.
Okay. I'm gonna paw penny. Divining rod. Okay, so we gotta be on the lookout for that. There's some cookware. Okay, Trail of Tears. In the early 19th century, a dark chapter in American history was being written. Settlers trying to expand into the lower southern part of the continent faced a problem. That area was already home to the Cherokee Nation. Eager for the expansion possibilities and gold the lands offered, white settlers pressured the government to acquire the new Native American territory. In 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act into law. Cherokee Nation successfully challenged the act with the Supreme Court ruling stating that a treaty must be signed before the Cherokee could be removed from their ancestral lands. The U.S. government worked with a small group of Cherokee to illegally sign the Treaty of the New Echota in 1835 without the consent of the nation's majority. Despite fervent attempts to nullify the treaty, it was ratified by the U.S. Senate on May 23, 1836. In exchange for a $5 million payment, the Cherokee would have to leave all of their lands east of the Mississippi within 2 years. I fought through the war between the states and have seen many men shot, but the Cherokee removal was the cruelest work I ever knew. Georgia soldier and participant in the removal. In 1838, the United States Army began forcibly rounding up the Cherokee, relocating them temporarily to makeshift forts before starting the journey west. Cherokee marched on land routes for days or made the voyage on boats in equally dismal conditions. During the long journey to their new home in current-day Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the Cherokee suffered hunger, disease, exposure, and exhaustion. By the end, an estimated 4,000 of the 15,000 Cherokee had perished. It is for this reason that the Cherokee's forced relocation became known as the Trail of Tears. Trail of Tears is now a National Historic Trail stretching from Georgia to Oklahoma. Cherokee Rose also commemorates the suffering that the Cherokee felt on the Trail of Tears. Its gold center is said to represent the gold that the settlers wanted to take from the Cherokee lands, while its white petals represent the tears that the Cherokee mothers shed during this period of great hardship. That was only one part in what should be termed a dark saga of American history. Yeah. I mean, not to downplay it, like, this was incredibly awful, but there's also been lots of not good stuff. Well. Oh, it's all the snacks from the last game. It's all the pretzels and chips and nuts and granola and stuff. Utter Pops, Kringle, coffee candy, Cud Smackers, Moon Chunk, Licky Loo, Auntie's Acorns, or Kringle Bars. Is that Raging Infernos? I can't read the bottom ones. Cowabubble. To imagine my ancestors were lucky enough not to be one of those 4,000 innocents. Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, private room, huh? Glowing toothpaste. Oh, I was supposed to get toothpaste, I think, right? I forgot. Land Rush, is this Oklahoma? It sure is. Yeah, it is. We need toothpaste for our disaster kit. Buy 2 different blue tag items. Get a different blue tag item of equal or lesser value free. Buy 1 green tag item, get a different green tag item or of lesser or equal value half off. Oh, so it's like a puzzle of how we can get everything we need. We do need batteries. 30% off the marked price. So if the marked price is $6, 10% of that would be 60 cents times 3 would be, what is that, $1.80 off? So we would want the $2 off the marked price batteries. That would be the cheaper ones. We do need a can opener. Oh. Okay, buy 2 different blue tag items. Okay. The question is, do we want the... Okay, there's my shopping. That's what I was wondering. I mean, we have to get duct tape and a can opener. Do we want handy can or the can cleaver? 60% off purchase of 2 different yellow tag items. And the 2 different different, there's 3 Fs. Come on, Nancy Drew spell checkers. Buy 2 different blue tag items and get a different blue tag item equal or lesser value free. So if I got this, I could get the, what was it, the flashlight for free. This one, because they're both $8. Okay, but if I get the duct tape in that, then it'll be the same thing. Let's see what else we need. Dingbats. Okay, we do need bleach. Okay, here's another green tag item. Or $1 off the mark price, $1.30. Okay. So I guess if we end up getting the duct tape and the blue tag can opener, computer had a slight brain fart in programming that can't open a tag, yeah. If we buy, okay, if we buy this and this, then we'll get this for free. We'll pay the $8 for this. And then we could do the green tag, get a different green tag item of equal or lesser value half off. That's not really a good thing though, because then that just means the bleach would be half off. So bleach would be $1.15 versus $1.30. That's not a big difference. I wonder if there's something else. I guess 60% off purchase 2 different yellow tag items. What else do we need? Okay. What's the mystery box? $99.90. Hang on. Let me take a look at the picture I took. Okay, so we need... Oh, we also need some groceries. Water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. Okay. Let's find... Dingbats. So cute. What is this? Flavor Mountain granola bars. Okay. Better be some freaking gold in that mystery box. I know, right? So water, where's the, okay, salt. Okay, so there's like a whole combination of these like green tag items. This is the only sugar though. So sure, sugar, salt. That's 2 green tag items. Plus we need granola bars. That's a blue tag item. I feel like we should just go ahead and do the yellow tag water. And... this. And then this. Oh, no. And this. Oh, okay. So I got... Did I even get the water? Where's my water? I thought I grabbed the water. No? Hang on. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait. So I've got... Okay. Items should be included. Items such as water. Got it. Sugar. Yes, that was the sugar, I think. Salt. Granola bars. Batteries. Flashlight. Can opener. Toothpaste. Duct tape. Oh, and I still need bleach. Which is fine because they were all... We'll just get this one. Because we're not getting another green tag item. Pretty sure. Let's see. Although I can just try it. Yeah, I think the other one was better. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, got everything I need. Do I have to check out with Pa?
I think I've got everything I need. Can I pay for these supplies now?
I suppose so.
Cool. Yeah, it's streamed. I know.
Sure thing.
I was just trying to like finish up a couple things around here. Alright, so some more stuff to read.
Don't have enough money for that.
Yeah, you don't. Not kidding. So many pop pennies. Well, let's read these two things and then we'll probably call it there. Or we'll head back to the farm. If a tornado was roaring down on you, common sense would say to run to safety. That's not the case with Canute College's leading meteorologist, Professor Scott Barnell. Hey, it's our guy again. Mr. Grumpy Gills. When a tornado is forming, Barnell puts himself and his team directly into the storm's deadly path in the name of science. I've been fascinated with tornadoes ever since one destroyed my home when I was young. Barnell explained about his storm chasing. The sheer power and destructive force of severe weather is matched by a beauty that is difficult to describe to the uninitiated. Head of the meteorology department, Barnell spends every chase season out in the field with a hand-picked team, conducting research trials. Recent meteorology PhD graduate Debbie Kirkham is spending her 4th consecutive season in the field as Barnell's team manager. Scott's knowledge of storms is unparalleled. His ability to accurately predict where a tornado will form is simply uncanny. Most of us are lucky enough to be right half the time. For Scott, it's nearly 100%, except for the tornado that happened today, where we were there and he was not. He puts us where we need to be, when we need to be there. I can't imagine working for anyone else. His passion for storm chasing is matched by a thirst for knowledge. For the past 15 years, Barnell's focus has been on tornadogenesis, the process by which tornadoes form. Tornadogenesis is one of the least understood aspects of tornadoes, Barnell said. If I can discover its causes, we will be able to increase warning times and more accurately pinpoint formations. Barnell's current groundbreaking theories and research have placed his team as one of the favored winners of the Green Skies grant competition to be decided this fall. All his team needs is to obtain the data that will prove his theory is viable. With only weeks left in the season, the pressure is on. And groundbreaking research for $100 million prize by Turner Luce, reporter staff writer. The meteorological community was stunned last fall when the Green Skies Corporation, a leading weather safety developer, announced a competition promising a $100 million grant for the storm team whose research and theories offered the most promise for discovering the secret of tornadogenesis. Tornadogenesis, the process by which tornadoes form, is still largely a mystery to science. Though Doppler radar and other technological advances have greatly improved tornado forecasting, little is known about the actual causes that trigger a tornado. In two storms with nearly identical conditions, one may produce a tornado, whereas the other may not. As one of the largest weather safety developers and insurers, Green Skies is looking for the answer. Contest is open to any meteorological team from any institution. Contest rules are simple. Present your team's theories, research, and findings at the conference this fall. The winner, chosen by a panel of experts, will be the team whose presentation offers the most promising possibilities for further studies. The grant will then be awarded to fund that team's research. Since the contest announcement last fall, two teams have emerged as clear-cut leaders. New York's Kingston University, led by Brooke Tavenon, and our own local Canute College, led by Scott Barnell. The two frontrunners are busy spending the remainder of the chase season tracking down the best severe storms, gathering as much data as possible, and testing out their theories in the field. With a rare front system rolling in that promises an atypically large outburst of tornadoes, the research gathered over the next week could provide the deciding factor for the winning team. Who will it be? Kingston University or Canute College? We'll have to wait until fall to find out. I wonder who this is. Local girl named, like, Student of the Year or something. Probably, like, another contest winner. Alright. Cowboy Magazine. I wonder if there's a way to get enough money to get...
What can I do for you, little lady?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the divining rod that's supposed to be on display in your museum is missing?
Missing? Why, I had no idea. How do you like that? Somebody must have took it.
Why would somebody take it?
Well, now that's a good question. All thing it's good for is fine and all. That's pretty much just a superstition. For most folks, that is. Some people around these parts still swear up and down divining rod's work. Well, guess I'm just gonna have to whittle me up a fake one and stick it in the display. Just be our little secret, okay?
Good seeing you again.
Y'all hurry back.
Papa. Oh. Hang on, what was this poster? OJ. It's got the sugary taste kids love. It's got like this cute little giraffe. Okay, real quick. GPS. Okay, let's try this. Mom, Pa's, Spring House, Windmill. Alright, my location is Mom, Pa's, and I'm going to the farmhouse. Okay. So I gotta go down, over, and down. I was really that close the entire time. That's fine. Hey! My bad. You're fine. I know wood divining rods work when searching for water, but it has to be live and a water-seeking tree. Interesting. Alright. I'll probably go ahead and leave it there for the night. Thank you all for joining me for the end of Warnings at Waverly Academy and this new Trail of the Twister. I'm excited for this one. It looks cool so far. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes next Tuesday at Drew's Day, but other than that, I'm enjoying it so far. After crashing it, you know, just ignore that part. It's fine. Car's fine. I wonder if it matters which vehicle we take. This one looks like Nancy's car. I took the big old truck, but I could take the storm chasing truck to town the next time. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. It was really cool. Nancy's gonna have whiplash. That's okay. You know, it happens to the best of us. What's up next? Next streams Thursday night. We're gonna be doing Control again. We finished the main game of Control, but we're gonna be doing some of the side quests and some of the like post-game content. So we'll check that out, and then on Sunday we'll be playing the Outer Wilds DLC again. So yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.